Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So, as many of you know, I have got this bridge model from somebody else, and I printed a bunch for fans on here. And on the back here, it tells me this is made for the Origins 2024 one. And as you guys know, it did not quite fit in this section right here. It's just a little bit too long to fit right here. And you can see how it just kind of is just a little bit too long to fit up there, like about a ½ inch or an inch. So I decided to go ahead and order the original one from the 80s. Here's the actual original one, not a duplicate or not a copy of one. And it was a little spendy. And I thought, how does this one fit compared to the printed one? And so I went ahead and let's take a look. Let me raise this up first before we put it in there. There we go. That's a pretty good angle. And then here is the official one. And it has the exact same problem. It's a little bit too long, which is interesting because the guy also made the original one too. In his plan. So I'm going to go back and look at the original versus this one. So the bad part is I've already made a bunch of these bridges for everybody. Let me go ahead and here's everybody's bridges all made nice and neat for anybody that ordered them. And I haven't mailed them yet because I obviously want them to be good, not just be, you know, haphazardly. So we're going to see if we can make these fit. I got a heat gun plugged in and ready to go. And let's see if we can alter them just enough to fit into that gap. Now for everybody else, I am eventually going to scan this in and use this to create one that's going to fit correctly, but it might not be done for a really, really long time. We'll see. I got a lot of other projects in the works. And for me, a little bridge from here to there is not really that big of a deal, but it is still kind of cool. So let's go ahead and heat this thing up. Now, when I printed it solid. So this is one big solid monstrous piece. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to heat this up to remold it to fit. But we shall try and we'll see. I'm going to scoot this camera back so I have room to work. And let me go ahead and zoom in. There we go. You guys can still see. Now, warning, my hair is a disaster, so we'll see if I can keep it out of the photo or not. But if not, sorry, you guys. I am a mess today. All right, so here is my heat gun. You know what? I'm going to switch the plug to the other side of the room before I start doing this. So this is the heat gun I use right here. My Wagner. And I'm going to move the original piece away from so I don't accidentally ruin it. And let's plug this thing in. Nope, no spot there. Hooray, I got it plugged in. All right, so let's talk about this. If I start heating this whole entire structure here, I'm going to leave this part alone, and we'll leave this part alone and just heat up from here to here. And that way then I can mold it and change it, maybe make this bump a little bigger, and maybe even shrink it a little bit. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Funny, it looks like chocolate or something. It's the Willy Wonka bridge. Imagine seeing Oompa Loompas on it. Oompa Loompa, dippity-doo. I have got a chocolate bridge for you. I have to be careful I don't accidentally ruin my Eternia playset either in the works of this. So it's just carefully working it. These edges are a little bit thicker than everywhere else. And if this works, this is what I'll either be doing for you guys, or I'll be sending them and let you guys do it yourself. I'm a little disappointed. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to bend. Let's go ahead and get this thing in place, and we'll just arc it just the way we want. Oh. May have gotten this one a little bit too hot. Just let that cool in place. I try to hold this bottom piece up. But it does just feel like chocolate too. It's so weird. Imagine a Hershey bar. It's kind of melted from sitting on your dash a little bit too long. It's just kind of moldy, bendy. But as it cools down, it is going to solidify again. And you will have a bridge the correct length. Ooh, that is hot, hot, hot. Some like it hot, hot, hot. Well, there we go. Let's take a look at that. Now it's fitting in the right place. And my chocolate bridge now goes all the way over. And let's go ahead and grab a figure and see how it all looks and works. Go grab a figure from the other room. We'll grab the king. Oh. And now that I've bent it, it kind of almost has a little flatter area up here, but more of a angle down there. So let's see if we can't get somebody to stand on here. I can't stand. Yeah. Okay, let's get this figure on there. Bend this leg a little more, straighten this leg out. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now let's see if we can get He-Man in this really super steep part. Ooh, I might have snapped his leg way up high in his hip area. That's not good. His knee's also tight too. Don't snap. Don't snap. Okay, I'm gonna grab a different figure. I don't want this guy snapping. We'll grab this He-Man figure and see if we can get him to climb up the hill at such a high. Yeah, there's no way. No way. Oh. You'd have to run really fast. Whoa! Knocked my light down. All right, so for those that order bridges, I apologize. You're going to have to do a little bit of work to them when you get them. You're going to have to take off all the supports. Fun. They're not too hard to take off. You can break them off pretty easily. See, they're pretty easy to break off. The other ones are a little harder on this side, but you guys get the idea. And after you break them off, it may require just a little bit of sanding. And then after you sand them, wasn't too bad at all. Probably have some pliers to get the rest of this off. Then after you sand them, then you're going to take your heat gun and heat it up and do a little bend right in the middle. And you can see the difference between these. Quite a lot of difference in that bend curve there to make it work. And then after you do that bend curve, it will be about a 1/2 inch shorter. So there you go. That's all you have to do. I'm just kind of pain. You're like, what the heck, bro? I got to do all that work. You do. For those 5 people that got them, if and when I ever go around and make another one, I will give you a massive discount on the other bridge if I ever get around to making it. But for right now, you have some fun work to do. And it'll be kind of fun anyway. You could probably use a hairdryer, heat it up, put it in the oven at a really low temperature, and then mold it and meld it the way you want it to fit. All right. So, Mike, yours is already done. This is yours here. Hooray, Mike Fee gets the nice one that was bent by Hebrew. And the rest of you guys, sorry. Again, if I ever do make a better bridge, I will give you a discount on it immediately. So just remind me if I do make another one. So, I hate sending it out this way, but I don't have time to make another one now. All right, so I will be sending everybody a link to pay for shipping for your bridge that's too long and with supports on it. And then I'll be mailing them out in the next couple days. All right, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys next video. Like I said, the 1987 movie, good journey.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!